Welcome to the month of October, and here is this month's just trickle of EdTech information. What's happening in our region? What are some things maybe just to throw across your radar? Let's find out. I hope everybody survived the onslaught of professional development that can be August, and then the firestorm that can be September, right? There is no good time of year for teachers. We know that. So thank you for sticking in there and doing everything that you are doing. So there's nothing here in my little preview because I'm actively making what you're going to see here. But to kick us off for this school year and these monthly drip feeds, why not start off with my all-time favorite ed tech tool, Flip, formerly Flipgrid. If you're interested in learning more about this amazing, powerful, super incredible, crazy awesome tool, that's completely and totally free. There will be a button here. It's the last thing I need to do for this newsletters create the video. There'll be a button here that says learn more. Click on that to learn a little bit about Flip. But that's the one I really want to draw your attention to this month to start off this school year, because I think it is the single most powerful ed tech tool on the face of the planet because of the potential that it has in your hands as an educator. So audio, video, that stuff can do amazing things for our students in the classroom. Just here, I sprinkle in a little bit of information every single month. So these are just three other ed tech tools that, for whatever reason, are at the top of my brain right now. I think they're powerful. I think they're interesting. None of them are super transformative. Unless you get really super creative and awesome with them. So if you're looking just for something to try out, these won't link to content that I specifically made, but they will take you to their website. And if you're interested in learning more about them, just shoot me an email. I am here to support. If you weren't able to make it out to the STEM Summit this year, out in Wenatchee towards, I was going to say end of August, middle of August, I had 9 different sessions. All of the materials for those can be found here at stephantroutman.com. That'll just take you to a Google site. But here are some of the ones that I had the most fun with. Just sprinkling of tech tools, as many tech tools as I can spit out in 60 minutes. Some stuff around game design, which is with a super cool nonprofit called Games for Change. And of course, AI is on everybody's brain, or on a lot of people's brain. It's on my brain right now because I love it and it's exciting. So just some interesting, I think, and valuable resources at each of those pieces there. I am part of a EdTech network across the state of Washington. There's one EdTech specialist in every ESD, and we have recently put out some learning management system support. So these are an asynchronous course with some potential different pathways there. So if you're just looking for some very foundational, very basic learning management system support on Canvas, Google Classroom, Microsoft Teams, Seesaw, or Schoology, this learning management system support LMS 101 course will really, really help you out with that. Simply click on here to register. It'll take you to a PD Enroller event, and there's some really good stuff there. More to come on that as we continue our work together over the course of the year. These are just some things that we're kicking around. How do we leverage technology for those inclusionary practices, for more engaging tasks to support our students with SEL? Then, of course, what does artificial intelligence mean in the classroom? So we don't have any specific products for you there yet, but if those are topics that interest you, stay tuned, because we are working and putting our brains together on those things to provide some support statewide. And there's also going to be some regional offerings for that as well. And finally, to round some things off, just with people who are smarter than me, these are some of the things that just piqued my interest over the course of the last several weeks, month. Just some things that stand out to me. Love John Spencer. He was a keynote at our STEM Summit. He has this really good article here and a really awesome podcast on using generative AI to design scaffolds and supports for students, which, I mean, to me, that's the biggest, most powerful use of technology in the classroom, is how do you support all students. Adam Grant, I just worship that guy. He's got a great book, several great books. He's got a really good podcast called Rethinking. This is probably my favorite episode there. Edutopia is a staple, just talking about relationships and starting off the school year with students, some tips and tricks there. And then if you haven't heard, there's a recent announcement, Jamboard is going away next year. So if you're a Google Jamboard user, know that the clock is ticking on that one, and they will be sunsetting that. But there are some alternatives. So this is a really great video from one of my favorite YouTube channels, Flipped Classroom Tutorials, and he'll give you some alternatives there. One of which is my favorite, Miro. I really love Miro, and it's free for educators. So, all right, that is it. That is your info dump for the month of October. As always, if you have any questions or you want any sort of follow-up, or just you don't have any ideas, but you know that ed tech is something that you want to play around with or whatever, or you just want to chat, shoot me an email. That is hands down the fastest way to get a hold of me. I love being in classrooms. I'm currently working from my home office. If you can't tell by the little, that's me hanging from the wall. It's a long story, but if you want to hear the story, you're going to have to email me. So just shoot me an email. That's the fastest way to get a hold of me. And I love paying classroom visits. So just let me know what you need. Hope to talk to you soon.